Okay, so I posted on Facebook the other day that the two biggest motivators for people are pain and pleasure. Pleasure being the weaker of the two. So I want to give you a real life example of how recently I saw the motivator pain cause my son to make a certain choice that he later regretted. Okay, so it was on Sunday that he had a basketball game. And before the game, I remember seeing him and he just didn't look the same. He looked like he was frustrated, like he was a little intimidated, like he was nervous. So I said, what's wrong? What's the big deal? And he said, well, the team that we're playing today, we've never beat them before. So I'm just a little nervous that things are not going to go as I would hope. I think he didn't say it, but his attitude was one that I think we might lose or it might be hard to win. So he was focused on a perceived pain. Well, anyway, they go to play the game, and at the end, they lost. His team lost. And what was interesting is both my husband and I, we both noticed that he did not play the game that day like he normally plays the game. He's usually in the paint more. I just learned what that meant. So I'm so excited. The paint, that kind of means like close to the basket, I think, like right under the basket or something, where it's colors on the ground. But anyway, the bottom line was he's usually in the paint more and does like really easy layup shots. And he was trying to shoot threes more because he did not want to. There's actually one guy in particular on the other team that's really a strong player. And so it was almost like he was avoiding close contact with that player. He wasn't playing as aggressively as he usually plays. So afterwards, we explained to him what occurred. We explained to him that he was focused. Basically, what we'll do is we want to avoid pain by any means necessary. So yes, he avoided pain by that immediate pain by not playing as aggressively as he usually does and not getting in the guy's face like he needed to be in his face to dominate. So he avoided that immediate pain, but he suffered a huge pain in the end because he was just absolutely frustrated and angry at himself at the end of the game when they lost. And he was so upset and sad and frustrated, and it was his own fault. So he prevented himself from having this little minor pain in the beginning, and he suffered a great pain in the end by not doing what he knew he needed to do. So was that pain worth it? No, and it's not when it comes to our health and fitness either. When we choose to avoid this immediate pain that's right in front of our faces, and we say, I don't have time to do it right now, or I don't feel like getting up that early in the morning, or whatever your excuse is, but then later we look up and we see a picture of ourselves and we're like, oh my goodness, this is ridiculous, it's out of control. So now you have this massive problem on your hands, when at first you had this little small problem that you could have dealt with that little small pain, and then had beautiful, beautiful victory in the end. That's the key. So not only do you end up with a bigger pain, but you lose your reward. So it's always important to go for it, get it over with, get that little small pain over with, and get that massive reward that you're gonna get in the end. It's yours, you have it. It's not a matter of if, it's yours. So go for it. Until next time, R3.